today we are going to talk about Roy Lynn Cotton Simpson. Since Fred Hill has named him a potential suspect, and who has also said that Roy potentially could have placed Summer in the back of a waterfall in a cave that is underwater. So we are going to take a deep dive into Laural Park, and we are also going to take a deep dive in some of the acquaintances that Roy had. You're going to be very shocked on what I found, and some of you already may know it, some of you may not, but very interesting things that I found. Also, there has been a little bit of chatter if Roy drove a red pickup truck. Now, I know a lot of people have looked and have not found that Roy drove a red pickup truck, but guess what? I found it. I don't know if it's Roy's pickup truck, but it sure is parked at his house. So if he didn't drive a pickup truck, and if it wasn't his pickup truck, there is a red pickup truck that is parked in front of his house. So let's do a deep dive. This is a rabbit hole. If you do not like going down rabbit holes, I suggest you click off now, because we are going to do a deep dive. And let's all pray that Summer is found. However it's going to turn out to be, let's pray that she's found. And, you know, if she is not with us anymore, that we can put her to rest. So here we go. Let's go down the rabbit hole together. Let's go.
Oh, it's got!
Roy Cotton Lynn Simpson has been named
by Fred Hill as someone who had something to do with Summer going missing and hiding her body in Laural Run Park in Kingsport. Hopefully the authorities are taking this seriously and checking the area. But Roy Cotton Simpson died February 14th, 2023, which is Valentine's Day. So we cannot ask Roy any information because he is now deceased. This is his obituary. And also a little interesting fact about Roy is everyone has been asking, did Roy drive a red truck? Well, everyone is searching, Google mapping it, searching. No red truck pops up, right? Well, if you go back on the satellite images, you will find in 2019, Roy did drive a red pickup truck. I don't know if it was a Toyota or not, but it is in the imagery for 2019, and I will show that to you here on this video. But let's first read Roy's obituary. And another fact is that Roy's mother actually passed away a month before Roy did. And she was 83, and she passed away in January 2023. So let's read Roy's obituary, and then we'll go and read his mom's obituary. Roy Cotton Lynn Simpson, 59, of Rogersville passed away Tuesday, February 14th, 2023, which is Valentine's Day. Cotton was an advocate, hiker, and fisherman. He retired from Warriors Path State Park. Cotton was preceded in death by his father, Roy C. Simpson, and his mother, Martha Simpson. Those left to cherish Cotton's memory are his daughter, Sarah Simpson White, his son, Casey Simpson, and fiancée, Kelsey King, grandson, Chandler White, sister, Brenda Wallen, and husband, Randy Wallen, nephew, Cody Wallen, Aunt Agnes Thompson, Uncle Gary Arnold, and several cousins. Gary Arnold. I wonder if he is related to Chad Arnald, who's seen Candus at the bottom of the hill. Candus asked him, Chad Arnald, where if he's seen Summer, and he said no, but the next time I'm in Clinch Mountain, I'll look for her there. Why did he say that? He said the next time he's in Clinch Mountain, he would look for her there. That's a very odd thing to say, and Candus did report that to the TBI of what he said. But it's awfully, I don't know if this is a coincidence or what, but Gary Arnold, is he related to Chad Arnold? That'll be something that maybe you all could find out. But let's continue with his obituary. The family will receive friends from 5 p.m. until 7 p.m. on Saturday, March 4th, 2023, at Living Paradise Assembly of God, 207 New Basin Well Road, Kingsport, Tennessee. A celebration of life service will follow at 7 p.m. The care of Roy Cotton Lynn Simpson and his family has been entrusted to the staff of Oak Hill Funeral and Cremation Services. So that is Roy Cotton, his obituary. So now we are going to go over to read his mother, Martha Simpson's obituary, and see what it says there. Okay, so this is Martha Simpson. She was Roy Cotton Lynn Simpson's mother, and she died January 29th, 2023. And this is her obituary. Rogersville, Martha Simpson, 80, went to her heavenly home on Sunday, January 29th, 2023, surrounded by her loving family. She was preceded in death by her beloved husband, Roy Simpson, parents Charlie and Hazel Arnold, and 4 siblings. Oh, so that's where the Arnold comes in. So I wonder if she was Chad Arnold's aunt, the one who seen Candus at the bottom of the hill when Summer went missing. Candus asked him where, if he had seen Summer. He was on his way up to Fred Hill's house for whatever reason, and he is the one who said, well, no, but the next time I go to Clinch Mountain, I'll look for her. That's what he said. So I wonder if, because Martha here, her maiden last name was Arnold, I wonder if this was Chad Arnold's aunt. This is very interesting. Those left to cherish her memory are her daughter Brenda Wallen and Randy, son Roy Cotton Simpson, grandchildren Sarah Simpson White, Cody Wallen, Casey Simpson, and Gracie Ward, great-grandchildren Chandler White, brother Gary Arnold, and sister Agnes Thompson. A visitation will be held from 11 to 1 p.m. on Wednesday, February 1st, 2023, at Johnson Arrowwood Funeral Home. The funeral services will follow in the funeral home chapel with Pastor Larry Benzo. So this is her obituary, and it just seems mighty coincidental that her maiden name is Arnold. I am wondering if she is Chad Arnold's aunt. Is this how Cotton knows Fred? Is through Chad Arnold, who was down at the bottom of the property at the same time that Summer went missing? Could Chad Arnold be the other person involved that Fred is saying there's other people involved? That is very interesting, wouldn't you say? Plus, Cotton drove a red truck, which I am going to insert in just a few minutes in this video, and you will see how I found that he did, in fact, drive a red truck around the same time that Summer went missing. So let's go see. Very, very interesting, don't you think? And also, Roy retired from Warriors Path State Park, which is the same park that the swimming hole is in, on the last day that Summer was ever seen on a video, was at Warriors Path State Park. It's all the puzzle pieces are coming together now. I do believe that Fred Hill's family does have something to do with the horse stables. I'm not quite sure to show the evidence yet, but that is something I am looking at. And so let's go on, and I will show you that Roy Cotton Simpson did drive a red pickup truck around the same time that Summer went missing. So let's go see. Is Chad Arnald the connection to Fred Hill? Also, I will say this also very quickly, that Roy also had meth charges a few months before Summer went missing. He got charged with a drug charge, which is meth. Was he going to pick up meth from Fred Hill? Very interesting. These little pieces are starting to come together now. Let's go see about this red truck. Let's go.
Good. Well, where they had dropped hers, and it made mine pop up. That's why they grabbed mine right off the shelf real quick. That's why mine come in play. But it ain't got nothing to do with the Summer Wells.
Right. I didn't think so. I didn't.
No, but
I don't think for a second that you're involved in Summer Wells' case. I think that Andy Bernard is, and I don't.
well, I don't. Hayden's probably got something involved, but another person I believe was involved that we've done discussed yesterday. I discussed it with some of the bigger dudes, and
Yeah.
they're supposed to be checking a certain area out.
Fields Road, or
And I said they're supposed to be checking a certain
Okay.
area out,
yeah.
and they're more likely find her.
Who's the other person that Marlena Crawford?
No, he's gonna pass away.
Oh, another person involved, you think?
Yeah,
Are you
he
thinking
passed away.
who, Rick or Earl Taylor?
No, it was Cotton Simpson.
Cotton Simpson. And passed away in jail?
No,
Or
he
prison.
fell off a cliff on the backside of Laural Park.
Oh, man.
They're trying to go to a cave.
Wow. Have I heard of this person before?
Nope.
Oh.
This is something I just found out myself that I was questioned about, and he had mentioned a bunch of stuff to me that actually I didn't take serious at first, but it's probably where she is.
Oh, my God. Pushed
Because,
off.
you know, that's where it started out at first, is Laural Park.
Isn't that where that waterfall thing is?
Yes. Yep.
Like the
There's a
Siseball
certain-
Tunnel?
in there, there's a hidden department in behind it.
Is that where the Sensible Tunnel is?
That's
Sensible.
where they're trying to say her body is.
Wow. So the police have questioned you since you've been in there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah, people were wondering about that, if they were going to try to have they been nice to you, like when they were questioning you?
Well, they brought it up about something about the reward money and shit. I told them I ain't want nothing. But anyway, I just wanted somewhere to be found, you know?
Yeah. So they don't think you have anything to do with it,
I
then?
ain't got nothing. I'm 100% clear. I mean, they
Right.
can't press nothing towards me on that case.
Right. No, I don't think so for a second. I'm just wondering if they're giving you a hard time, or.
He is.
Wow. So you talked the way in jail?
No,
Or
he
prison?
fell off a cliff on the backside of Laural Park.
He said he fell off a cliff on the backside of Laural Park.
Oh man.
They're trying to go to a cave.
Wow. Have I
They were trying to go to a cave.
heard of this person before?
Nope.
Oh. I didn't.
No, but
Anything to do. I don't think for a second that you're involved in Summerwell's case. I think that Andy Bernard is, and I don't.
well, no, he's probably got something involved. Another person I believe was involved that we've done discussed yesterday. I discussed it with some of the bigger dudes, and
Yeah.
they're supposed to be checking a certain area out.
Fields Road or.
And I said they're supposed to be checking a certain
Okay.
area out.
Yeah.
And they're more likely found her. They're more likely found her. They're more likely found her.
Who's the other person that you, Marlena Crawford?
No, he's gonna pass away.
Oh, another person involved, you think?
Yeah.
Are you
He
think
passed away.
who, Rick? Or Earl Taylor?
No, it was Cotton Simpson.
Cotton Simpson. And passed away in jail?
No,
Or
he
prison?
fell off a cliff on the backside of Laural Park.
Oh, man.
They're trying to go to a cave.
Wow, have I heard of this person before?
Nope.
Oh.
This is something I just found out myself, questioned about, and he had mentioned a bunch of stuff to me that actually I didn't take serious at first, but it's probably where she is. It's probably where she is. It's probably where she is.
I pushed
Because,
on.
you know, that's where it started out at first, is Laural Park.
Isn't that where that waterfall thing is?
Yes. Yep. There's a hidden department in behind it. There's a hidden department in behind it. That's where they're trying to say her body is. That's where they're trying to say her body is. That's where they're trying to say her body is. That's where they're trying to say her body is.
Wow. So the police have questioned you since you've been in there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yesterday. Anyway, I just wanted somewhere to be found, you know. Anyway, I just wanted somewhere to be found, you know.
You think they may have found her? You think they may have found her?
Because he wouldn't straight up answer me. When I asked him if she was in the cave.
In the cave? You think, is that where you were thinking she was?
Yes,
Oh, I thought you were saying she was off like a cliff.
she is underwater.
Underwater? So when did you learn this? Was a theory. Hold on. Let me play this for you, guys.
Opened it again. How they closed her case, opened it again, and it made his pop up. Okay, so the grand jury met last month, and so what he's saying, he said he knows that the Summer Wells case is going to be solved because they closed the missing persons case, is what they did. And when they closed that case, it wasn't going to be heard by the grand jury anymore, and his case was next on the list. So it made his case be heard. So he got an indictment. But the reason her case was closed is because they have enough information that it's not a missing person anymore. So the grand jury will be opening a new case on it now for a murder because now they have evidence on who they think did it.
Somebody explain something. Wow, you just said that. So, what do you guys think?
I think that Ronnie Lawson was part of that church. If that's Fairview Baptist. I'm not seeing a red truck out here, but let me look real quick on something. I haven't even looked him up on Intellius. Let me see. Okay, let's look at his associates. See if there's anybody he doesn't have many here. Brenda Wallen, April Simpson. 1019 Mountain View. It looks like that's where he's been the majority of his life. Well, not the majority of his life, like the 20, 30 years. Violation of protection order in August of 2022. This one was another one, June 19th, 2022. He violated the protection order. 2 counts. 1 count up here. Public intox. Let me just make sure these are offense date March 5th. Sometimes they can. This one's offense date December 20th of 2021. Financial responsibility loss, so that's probably just insurance or something. Violation of protection order October 16th, 2021. Simple possession in 2020. Criminal trespassing, resisting, stop, arrest, search. He has a lengthy, and a lot of this stuff's recent. Burglary, theft of property, domestic assault. And looky there, there's a Jody Sue's tattoo guy. This one is a burglary in 2013 and theft of property. If you go to General Sessions and then put in his name, under criminal, a whole slew of charges come up. If it will load. This map on the screen for your viewing pleasure, the red point right here, the location marker, 1019 Mountain View Road, that is where Roy Simpson lived, okay? And the green shaded area is Laural Run Park. So right in his backyard was Laural Run. And also when we looked at his obituary, it said he was like an avid hiker, outdoorsman type.
Okay, so now we are here at the satellite for February 2021. Okay, and so we are going to go ahead and we are going to type in Roy's address into the search bar. Okay, so we're going to type it in. His address is 1019 Mountain View Road in Rogersville. Okay. If you can look up here in the corner, you will see that I have progressed my Google search to the satellite year of February 2021. You can see that in the, let's see, I guess that would be your left-hand corner right here, if you can see right there. So now, as you can see, I've already pinned some things into the area, and it's very, very, very interesting. Wow, look right there. What's that? What is this right there? Here is Roy Cotton Lynn's home. And what is this right there sitting in his driveway? That, my dear folks, would be a red pickup truck that is seen on the satellite images for Google on February 2021. Another interesting fact is that his sister Brenda Wallen and his brother-in-law Randy Wallen and his nephew Cody Wallen live right next door. Could this be the Randy that was one of the tree trimmers that was there the same day that Summer went missing? I mean, I don't know what his profession is, but his name is Randy, and they didn't know his last name. But these people are very, very traversed in hiking and fishing and all those things. So as I scan out, you can kind of see the layout. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it up. So Roy's backyard, as you're going to see right here, look, his backyard is Laural Run State Park, right here. Okay, see that? That is his backyard. Look at that. Now, if you're looking at my satellite with me, you will notice there is a red line. Okay, see the red line here? Let's follow this red line for about almost 5.5 miles, shall we? And while we're following this red line, what we can do is we are going to discuss some of the coincidences. So Roy was a retired worker from Warriors Path State Park. Very, very interesting as we go through this terrain, and we will fix this terrain here in just a moment. If you see down there, there is a road that is going between these mountain peaks. Let's go a little faster here because this is going to take us forever. But we get through these mountain peaks here. Oh, let me scoot over a little. There we go. And we come down here to, oh, where is this? Oh, there's the Wells house. Okay. So this is about 5 miles from Warriors Path State Park. So I just did a direct line, but let's together do a actual road mapping of it. So let me switch over to a different picture of Roy on his Facebook page, more of what he looked like when he passed away, and we will continue to do our road map. All right, so now that we have moved over to a different picture and scene for Roy Cotton Simpson, as you can see on his Facebook page, he has a picture of the waterfall on Laural State Park, and he posted it on October 7th, 2021. Also, his picture of himself is posted on here on October 7th, 2021. 2 people liked it, and that was Allie Mullins and Sarah White. Let's go ahead, and what we're going to do is we are going to go back to Roy's address. Right now we are at the Wells address, and we are going to trace it back and see how many miles it is from Roy's house, what path he could have taken all the way to the Wells home. So we've got it typed in here, up here at the search bar. 1019 Mountain View Road, Rogersville, Tennessee. And what we are going to do is we are going to begin our search, and we're going to trace it back to the Wells house. What possible path he could have taken. Now remember that the tree trimmers were there that day, and I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not, but like I said, they are diverse in the outdoors. So I don't know if either the in-laws or himself may have been involved in the tree trimming, cleaning up lineman crew, but it is possible. So we're going to go ahead and stick for right now with the image of February 2021. And again, as you can see, there is Roy's red pickup truck. Now, if you were to Google the Google map in current time, not back into history, it will show that there is a white pickup truck that is now there currently. But this red truck here was what he drove, or someone drove, when the Google images were created. So now we are going to go back and
We are going to do a possible route that he may have taken to the Wells house, okay? So let's start here at his home. And we are going to continue on. Now, he worked at Warriors Path State Park, which is a very interesting, very interesting to me. Do you all think it's interesting? Also, his mother is an Arnold. Could Chad Arnald be his nephew? It's possible. It is definitely possible. So, right here's the corner where I think he would turn off and go down the road here. And as you can see here in the bottom corner, as we add on the miles, this is Mountain View Road, right here we're on, as we turn that corner. We're just going to follow it through. And these little lines here are going to help us keep track of the miles that we're traveling to get from Roy's house to Summer's house. I'm sorry if this is boring to some of you, but I think it's interesting. And I do think there's some interesting dynamics about Roy and Fred coming up with his name, because he was not mentioned before. And so, was Fred sitting on this information? I don't know. What was Chad Arnold doing there at the bottom of Fred's hill? Fred was the very first person that Don and Candus, the house, was going to check for Summer. Why would that be? Why would it not be Jody Sue Brown, since they have a child around that same age. And also since, allegedly, as Jody Sue would claim, that she would watch the children on occasion, for whatever reason that might be. So you would think that Summer would possibly want to go there, since she knows them. But maybe she knows Fred, and maybe Fred's wife is very nice to Summer too, and possibly could have watched Summer as well. Don't know. But we're going to keep following this down the road here. And as we make our little turn, it's very interesting to me how easy it was to get over that mountain peak. Was it not? Let's see, let's zero out a little bit and see how far we are from our destination point. There's Solomon's Temple right there. And we will be turning this way. So we're not too far from our destination spot, which is the Solomon Temple Baptist Church, which is right there. And we're going to turn on in. So what I kind of sinks into my mind is, why, when Candus asked Chad if he had seen Summer, why was his response, well, no, but the next time I go to Clinch Mountain, I'll look for her? Does that not sound odd to any of you? I would have been like, what do you mean that you will look for her the next time you go to Clinch Mountain? What does that mean? Why would you look for her at Clinch Mountain? That's just it's a very odd statement. Very odd. So we are arriving. We are getting ready to arrive here at the wells. As you can tell, we are on Beach Creek right now. And I'm going to go ahead and zoom in. There's Blue Roof Don's house. There's Ben Hill. This is Beach Creek. We're going to just follow this up the driveway. And then once we get to the top of the house, we will... Here's where Summer's footprints ended, right here next to the driveway. There's the end of the dog trail. And so we're going to go on up the driveway to the Wells house. Okay? Doesn't necessarily mean that he went up here. Just means that he could have been right there at the end, trying to go see Fred Hill or pick up Chad Arnald. I don't know. So now that we've arrived here, it was exactly 5.11 miles from Roy Cotton Simpson's house to the Wells house. So it's not that far. Where was Summer? Where did she go swimming the day that she went missing? Oh, that's right. She went to Warrior State Park. And where did Roy retire from? Oh, same park. Same park. And whose mother, who has just passed away at this time, what was her maiden last name? That's right, it was Arnold. Was this Chad Arnold's aunt? I bet it was. It's just very coincidental that Chad Arnold was at the bottom of the driveway when Candus went to go ask Fred Hill if he had seen Summer. Why was Chad Hill there? Was Roy going to pick Chad up from Fred Hill's property? Were they meeting there? Is that who followed someone out of the Ben Hill, since it's one way in? But we know that Fred Hill and his fiance just got arrested for drugs, right? For a drug charge. I wonder if, and Don was always saying that there was meth heads that were parked all over the place down there. Were the meth heads that he was referring to? Could that have been Chad Arnald and Roy Cotton Simpson? Roy did get, in 2020, he got a meth charge. I believe it was sometime in October of 2020, a meth charge. I would have to look at my records and stand corrected, but I will place that later on in this video of what his charges were. But it's all stemming around methamphetamines. And when someone is on drugs like that, they are not thinking clearly. Could possibly one of them accidentally hit Summer on an accident and took her to hide her body so that they wouldn't get in trouble, since they were over at Fred's, possibly buying meth, right? This is definitely a possibility. And Chad Arnold may be the very person that Fred Hill is referring to when he says that there are other people involved in Summer's disappearance, and that she would be found in Laural Park behind a waterfall in a cavern in a cave that is submerged underwater. Now, how would he know this? I'm not saying that Fred had anything to do with it, but I hope for Fred's sake that he is not just telling law enforcement and the public something that isn't true. Because if you are going to do a plea deal to give up information that you know to get out of a charge, if you lie to law enforcement for any reason, plea deal they may take off the table. Or if they catch you in a lie, they may take away the deal that they originally offered you. That would be a shame if that's what would have happened. You know? Because Fred is facing some very, very big charges. That's going to get him some years in jail if he does not give up the information he knows. So I hope that Fred is smart enough to know that if he knows where Summer is, he can definitely bargain his way out of a sentence, at least a sentence that he would have gotten if he doesn't have any information. So that's all. I know everybody's very frustrated and wants to find Summer, but I feel like we're close. And I know some people think that Fred is not telling the truth, and maybe he's not. But Fred is no dummy, okay? He's not. He's street smart. He knows that if he lies, what the consequences of lying would be. So I really do not feel like Fred is going to lie. I think he's going to tell the truth. I think he wants Summer to be found. I think his fiance also knows some information, and that's why she got busted as well. I think she also knows some information, and it's going to be a toss-up of who is going to let it out of the bag first. And I hope for Fred's sake that he had nothing to do with Summer's disappearance. Although it looks like he did have knowledge of what could have happened to sweet little Summer. I am hoping that he didn't have anything to do with what happened to her. Now, if he had this information a while back, I would have thought that he would have been smart enough to turn that into the TBI, and maybe he did turn it into the TBI and they didn't take him seriously. That's another possibility, since there was a lot of false accusations going around about where Summer is, and a lot of kind of chasing your tail per se going on with law enforcement, people reporting things that really aren't necessary or helpful to the case. So let's just hope that Summer will be found very soon, and we can all kind of finish our grieving or mourning for her. Her parents can go ahead and grieve or mourn for her if she is in fact in a cave that is under water, in the back of a waterfall under the water, which is what Fred Hill has claimed. Because that's what we all need is, for Summer's sake, to be found, right? Let's hope that for Summer's sake we have some resolution to what has been going on with this child. It's a very sad situation that is going on with her. I know a lot of people are very frustrated with the situation and what is going on with Summer. But I feel like there is going to be a resolution here very soon. And I think that's what everyone is asking for. Okay, so the first time we see it appear is on 2019. And it's also there on 2021 imaging as well. But there it is, Roy Cotton's address, and he did, in fact, have a red truck. Was he going to go pick up Chad Arnald, who said that he would look for Summer on Clinch Mountain? Were they going to Fred Hills to pick up meth? Or drugs, whatever you want to call it. Also, Roy was very advocate fisherman and outdoorsman. His backyard was Laurel Run Park, and he worked at Warriors Path State Park and retired from there. As I understand it, he also worked near and with the horse stables. So, had he seen Summer and decided something, or was it an accident and they felt like they had to cover it up because they were on drugs and they're buying drugs on Ben Hill? But right there is the red truck. I believe that if everything's panning out, that may be the red truck that law enforcement had been looking for. Question is, where is that red truck? It's there on the imaging for Google Map on February 2021, but then in 2023, it's not there. 2021, it's there. 2022, let's see. Is it there on 2022? It won't let me go to 2022, just 2023. Okay, so in 2023, it is not there. Then you see the white truck there. So, where did the red pickup truck go? Let's do some digging, you guys. I got this far. I do know that if you look up some of his relatives' Facebook pages, they are definitely connected to the Bernards. They are also connected with the Dykes and the Lights. So, but it's very interesting that his mom's maiden name was Arnold. She was related to Chad Arnald. I believe that she was his aunt. So I hope you all enjoyed this map time. And I will also throw in some audio that I found and some documentation that I found I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something, and I hope that Summer is found soon. We pray this every day. Thousands of people praying for Summer to be found.
Well, Fred Hill, I don't want to say anything bad, but he, how can I say this? I don't, he starts to throw everybody off. Let's just put it that way. He's throwing everybody off, right?
Is there a possibility that Fred Hill could have done something?
It is possible. He left out about the time Summer disappeared to take off all that scrap metal. I don't know. It's possible. It's possible.
You guys work here? Can I give you guys a flyer? Or are you guys aware of the Summer Wells case?
Yes.
It's been a year since she's been reported missing. You guys see her? Did you guys see her at all?
We saw, she was down here the day she went missing. The truck was. We saw it.
Oh, you saw the truck?
Yeah.
Did you guys talk to police?
Oh, yeah. TBI came and talked to us.
It was like on surveillance or anything? I'm just covering the case, that's fine.
Well, they just saw it, and she was saw alive after she left here.
Oh, she was alive?
Yeah.
Did you see them come back?
No. We just saw the truck here most of the day. We were having summer camp, and that truck was down in the cul-de-sac most of the day.
You guys have awesome horses, by the way. Do you know what time?
Oh, I don't remember.
I know they saw it later on that evening. She was out there.
Yeah. She was seen in her front yard alive hours after she left here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
TBI
right.
even told us that.
All right, TBI told you that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they said they seen her alive.
It was video. They had it on the news, yeah.
All right, God bless you. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, just, keep her name out there in the spotlight.
Did you guys see her? Did you guys see her at all?
We saw, she was down here the day she went missing. The truck was. We saw it.
Oh, you saw the truck?
Yeah.
Did you guys talk to police?
Oh, yeah. TBI came and talked to us.
It was like on surveillance or anything? I'm just covering the case, that's fine.
Well, they just saw it, and she was saw alive after she left here.
Oh, she was alive?
Yeah.
Did you see them come back?
No, we just saw the truck here most of the day. We were having summer camp, and that truck was down in the cul-de-sac most of the day.
That's how awesome.
I want to just say this. This was in July that they went out and had dinner with them. The Wells gave law enforcement permission the day they reported and the days to follow, full permission to search their property. TBI, I have the TBI's website, and I could just go over it quickly with you guys, but I'm not going to put it up on the screen and read it. But they gave them multiple search permissions they gave them permission multiple times to search their home, the crawl space, the sheds, everything on it, every piece of it, up, down, over and under, drone searches, aerial searches. They had aviation from adjoining counties assisting them in night searches for, I think, 14 days straight. So I did a lot of looking at over the course of this year, but also tonight before we went live, I did a lot of research on what the TBI and the FBI and local and the state did on this case, and they searched a lot. But when the cover, when all of the foliage came off the trees, as we know, the end of November, they were back out there again, and everybody was everybody went wild. Like, ooh, why are they going back there? Well, they had a clearer view of the ceiling, the floor of that knows where they want to search.
Well, we don't know definitively if she's not alive. We don't know. She still could be alive. Somebody. Listen, the truth is out there, and I don't want to sound so cliche-ish, but it's out there. Somebody knows, and they're not talking. Okay. And eventually we'll get the truth. We'll find out what happened here. Was she abducted? Was she removed? Was she the victim of wildlife? Was she the victim of a crime within the family, and now this is all covering up what occurred? Eventually, the truth is going to come out. It always does. Maybe not in the time frame that we would like it to come out, but eventually it'll get out, and we'll know the truth.
Make it home.
Yeah. Amen.
I don't know. Will she be found? Only if somebody comes forward. That's the only way.
Yeah. It's a tough question.
Hey y'all, I wanted to take the time out to tell you thank you so much to those who are very supportive in a positive way, always encouraging and inspires me to continue on with my videos. I appreciate it so much. It warms my heart to know so many people have my back, because you know the YouTube streets are very brutal, and so I want to say thank you so much. And also, if you would like to talk to me or any of my sisters on their sister channels, you can come over and join us for a live. So you can either come over to Crime Crazy Critters on the Farm with Miss Daisy, or you can come over to Jinky's Word on the Street. And I do appreciate every single one of you, and we do have community participation there. We talk about crime, and we do sometimes have dance-offs, and sometimes we cry together, sometimes we laugh together, we pray together. We are a very loving and supportive community. So if you'd like to come and join us and join into the chat, come on over to one of the sister channels once we go live, and we'll see you over there. And if you guys are good, maybe even Miss Daisy will show some of her farm animals. They're so cute. Baby Jax is mine. He pees on himself, but that's okay. He's a goat. That's what goats do. But anyways, love you all. Thank you.